Hey, boys and girls, welcome back to Midgame Life Crisis. I am Inconsistency.
I'm Werewolf.
And this is episode 13 for our monthly podcast. Thank you for joining us. It's been a year of us doing this crap. It's unbelievable that we were doing this.
You know the math doesn't work out because this week is going to be a year.
Yeah. So
we're recording the number 13.
We had one extra episode, I guess.
It's like salaries. This is salary 13. It's the bonus.
Yeah, so we got a lot to talk about today, man. But first, before we get into the other stuff, I couldn't help notice that I don't see you playing Starfield anymore in your very limited spare time. What happened there, man?
Are you stalking me, bro?
I mean, if by stalking you mean pressing the friend list in the fucking Steam and seeing who's doing what, yeah, I'm definitely stalking you, bruh.
When you're doing it when you're invisible, that's a bit like stalking.
You weren't invisible yesterday night.
I'm never invisible, that's what I'm saying.
Then what the fuck?
I found myself last night, when I had an hour and a half to play before I fall asleep on the keyboard.
Yeah, before you start drooling on the mouse.
Exactly, and snoring. So I was thinking to load up Starfield as usual and play.
That fucking game, bruh.
Yeah, that's kind of what crossed my mind.
It felt like a chore. Did it feel like a chore?
It felt like I had to convince myself to play it.
Yes, that's the problem. That's exactly.
It like I was like, why am I playing this? And I was like, you want to finish the story and this, and you haven't even done the romance yet, and all kinds of things.
Exactly.
And I'm telling myself at some point, I'm while I'm contemplating this, you do stuff, So I'm seeing something about Avowed and KCD too, and there's the lure of better things. And at some point...
Better games, better experience. Yes. Respect your time a bit more, you mean?
Way fucking better. I just told myself, bro, life is too fucking short.
Exactly. And you went
Life is too fucking short.
So what did you do?
I fucking paid an exorbitant amount of money on fucking Avowed.
Isn't it like $70 or something?
And the thing is, someone asked in the comments of the last podcast if I'm gonna play Avowed, and was like, not at the beginning. And here I am, fucking playing it.
So you started playing it already, or you?
Yeah, but I played like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I spent like 30 minutes optimizing it.
Right.
Using benchmarking videos. Shout out to benchmarking. And then started playing.
So, does that mean you're done? Officially done with Starfield?
It's uninstalled already.
Yes, baby! Yes! I like it! Finally!
No, you know me. When I make decisions, it's final. It's like cut.
Good.
I don't.
I'm surprised.
When I decide, I decide.
I was really surprised you kept playing it for so long when it was obvious you're not enjoying yourself. What's the point?
It's the formula I like. But look, yesterday when I was considering these things exactly, like I was... Even before I decided to stop playing it, I said, okay, I need to have an alternative too.
Yes.
It's not just like stop playing it.
Yeah.
Start playing something.
Yes.
So I was contemplating between...
Luckily, it's only February of this year is only one of the hottest fucking gaming years ever, months ever. I mean, many good games coming out.
Atom RPG is coming out next month.
Oh my, really?
That thing is under the QT and it's coming out next month. I checked it yesterday.
Atomfall?
Yeah.
The Rebellion game?
Yeah, they're saying
next month.
They're saying March 2025.
There hasn't been enough footage of it and stuff.
That's why I said under the QT. It feels like this thing is super silent.
No, but those guys, that's how they do everything. They're very low key. They're not like that. It's something that I actually respect about this company. They're very, they're just doing their thing. They have a very niche audience with their Sniper Elite games. My dad is right now playing the latest Sniper Elite. He absolutely adores murdering Nazis with a sniper rifle
who doesn't?
In slow motion. Exactly.
That's one of the things that pissed me off in Bethesda when they decided not to sell Wolfenstein in Israel.
Without exaggerating, there's like 15 of these games, at least, I think. Going back like 20 years, I think. And this company they're not trying to do something too crazy. They're not trying to
do a red game or something.
They're doing what they're good at. And they're good at it. And yeah, I do agree that the games don't really... It seems like there seems to be a bit like... what would you call it?
Jankiness?
No. Like... no, these are very well optimized games, my friend.
Yeah, they're decent.
They're good games. It's like it's like a good B movie. You know what I mean? It's like watching a good B-movies. You don't have too much expectations. It's not going to be too long. It doesn't require too much of your, what would you call it? Your focus and attention. It's just a good old time in the movies, you know? It takes an hour and a half of your time.
It's kind of what people are saying on Avowed now.
Yeah, I heard that. And we knew when we made the video about Avowed, we said size doesn't matter. That's the whole theme of that video. Because we know it's going to be a relatively small RPG game, which those games are usually known to be quite big.
Yeah.
And this game came in to the market saying, no, we're going to, it's a weird way, it's a bit of a cynical way of saying it, but respect your time, because obviously there are huge games that respect your time. But what I mean is, we're not going to waste your time on bullshit. We offer you what those big games do very well. We offer you a very, what would you call it? A very focused, very small scale version of that. And
charge you more.
That sucks. That sucks though. That's the part that sucks.
It costs more than KCD 2.
That's ridiculous. And KCD 2 is hundreds of hours of game, right?
And a lot more ambitious.
Yes. So that is
groundbreaking.
But I'm not gonna put that on Obsidian. Obsidian don't.
No, they're not publisher.
Yes, they're not the publisher. It's Bethesda, and Bethesda is owned by Microsoft. Yes, and Xbox, Microsoft. And
both labels are on it.
Yes, and that's why it's $300. But I'm pretty sure.
It's not $300, but
it's $300. It's yes. It's not $100.
$100 Canadian dollars. It's $100 in Canada.
Isn't it $70 in US? How much in US is it? In US dollars.
70 US dollars. $100 in Canada.
$70 for a. They said themselves that it's something like between 30 to 40 hours to complete full completion. If you do all the side quests and everything, if you're like...
Or if you go over the reviews and it's mostly positive. This thing is getting positive reviews on Steam. We're talking about Avowed.
It's an 80%, something like that.
Yeah,
it's
and
good.
All of them say the same thing. Get it on a sale, it's not worth the money.
Yes, so is it not on Game Pass? I'm pretty sure it's for Xbox Game Pass.
I haven't checked.
I'm pretty sure it is. If it is on Game Pass, that's the best place to get it.
Yeah. 100%.
And if it's not on Game Pass right now, it will definitely be in the very near future because, again, it's fucking Microsoft.
Yeah. We steered the conversation a bit to Avowed when I was shitting on Starfield.
No, that's okay. I wanted to talk a little bit about Avowed as well.
No, of course.
Fine.
I'm just saying I'm going to steer us back.
Yes.
Because I was saying, so I was deciding if I want to play Avowed or Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 because both games are getting positive reviews right now. Not in the same level for sure. KCD is exploding and we're going to talk about it later. But I was thinking if I want to play this one or that one. And because I'm a sucker for fantasy, I wanted to get the magic too. And I felt like playing a caster. I'm going to play a spellcaster in Avowed. Like bomb everything and do the cool lots of hands shit and be Doctor Strange.
The combat looks pretty fun in that game.
Yeah. And it's getting good reviews. People are saying the combat is fun.
Even Skill Up, who didn't like the game. I won't say he
didn't praise it.
He didn't praise. He didn't. He said it's a go with your expectations.
That's everyone is saying that.
And
keep your expectations low and you're gonna enjoy.
But he did say that the combat is very good, and this is not something that is Obsidian are known for.
Yeah.
And this is another thing that we got right in our video covering this game before it came out. We said that the combat looks very fun and very mobile compared to similar games. Like it seems it has weight to it, and it seems like your character is quite mobile and agile. Yeah, and can you mix a bunch of shit.
I've heard even in melee, they get the parry timing is good. It feels natural.
Yeah.
If you want to play it like an action RPG, you can.
Yeah, but it is getting some criticism about some of the writings. They say some of
it's surprising for Obsidian.
True, and they said that some of the NPCs, some of the characters are very annoying, which is again kind of surprising for an Obsidian.
While others are getting praise.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's a very uneven experience, but if you get it at a good price and not a full price, it's not worth a full price. If you get it in a discount, it's probably a great game to play.
Yeah.
But right now, there's so many other good games. I mean, come on, bro. We'll get into KCD in a moment.
So as I was saying, I was deciding which of these to play before I closed the lid on Starfield, and I went with Avowed, obviously, because we said I got it yesterday. And while I was doing that, I also went into the Starfield page in Steam, and just browse through the reviews.
Yes.
Because
how what is it sitting on right now?
I didn't even look at that. I just wanted to see what the positive and negative reviews were saying about it, what people were saying. Because I had it at the tip of my tongue. I was not gelling with the game, and I couldn't put the words to it. I wanted to browse through those reviews to see if other people will put the words in my mouth. And they most definitely did. Going through the reviews, now that I'm playing it, you read the reviews of other people who I get better at word crafting.
Yeah.
And you're like, yes, exactly. This is exactly how I feel. And now I know why I feel this way. And it's just, even the known formula of Bethesda, the Oblivion, Morrowind, Fallout, all those games that have lots of criticism, but something works with them, this was taken away in this game. This game is just a lazy piece of shit.
It's on 58% with over 100k reviews. 58 positive percent, which is pretty terrible.
Bro, like I already told you this in a previous recording. You go to a different planet, and all those randomized POIs around you are copy-pasted to the level of the items and where they are placed in the environment, enemy placement, every fucking thing.
How many hours did you invest in this piece of shit?
90-something.
Oh my god, no!
Look, at least 10 of them are me with the kids, and the game is just running. And like 5 or 10 more of them are me sleeping.
Okay, so sure, 70 hours, okay?
Yeah.
That's still about 65 hours too much. Fuck this game. Fuck it. I hate it so much and I haven't even played it. I've always been critical of Bethesda being lazy. Even in the good old Skyrim days, bro. Because
there's new levels of laziness.
I know. But when it comes to the bugs and stuff like that, Bethesda...
Yeah, the engine is improved and lots of stuff is improved, but
bro,
come
why
on.
are they still using the creation engine? It's the same engine they made fucking Skyrim with. It doesn't make sense. Use a new engine or just...
Why not just implement the id engine across the board?
id engine is extremely limited in its use. By the way, I don't know if you know this. Apparently, there's only I know of only 2 companies who use the id engine, who have the license to use it, which is id Software, obviously. And fucking the guys who made Indiana Jones. I forgot their name, just escaped my mind, for fuck's sakes. We made a video about this. 2 of them, actually. One of them.
The other one is in
production, yeah. I forgot the name, fuck. But yeah, the
Machine Games?
Machine Games, thank you. I don't know how that fucking escaped my mind. Anyways, yeah, Machine Games are the other guys, and they made the Wolfenstein games with id as well. So
I was going to say the Wolfenstein games were also id, no?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Those are the only 2 companies that I know of, and maybe if someone knows,
those games look great.
Amazing.
And play great.
Yes, the id is amazing. I wish more companies use it. I can't remember. I think I talked to Grouper about this, and he told me the reason why, but I just forgot.
We should get him on another podcast.
We should bring him on, but the dude is very, very. Ever since he got another
new offspring,
sprung out
of his wife. Yeah.
Yes,
that's exactly how it goes.
Yeah. We even barely talk anymore. Unfortunately, he's just very busy. I hope he'll join us for another podcast. All right, is that all? We finished with that one.
Yeah. So. Starfield is out of the picture.
Yeah, fuck that game, and I hope you enjoy Avowed for what it is, and you let us know how it is in the next episode.
Yeah.
All right. You want to talk to me about Reacher Season 3?
Yeah.
Okay, by the way, some light spoilers to Season 3 of Reacher, if you care.
If you don't want to risk light spoilers, I'd suggest you just use the timestamps and skip it to the next one.
Yeah, it's only the first 3 episodes we're talking about right now. If you care...
It's the only thing that's out.
Listen, if you really care about the plot, even though we're not mentioning the plot, we're only mentioning specific parts.
It's not going to be names and stuff.
Yeah. But we're keeping it very vague. But still, if you really care about spoilers, just skip it. All right. Reacher Season 3.
Yeah. It's I didn't even know it came out. Someone wrote about it in our group.
I think it was me.
No, it was John. It was Null. It was Null.
Oh, it was Null. I was saying about some other show. Yeah.
Null was like, new season of Reacher is out. And then I lifted my head in the house, raised my voice to the direction of my wife and told her, new season of Reacher is out. And then 2 seconds later, there was a puff of smoke, and my wife was sitting on the couch.
You heard it?
You coming already?
You heard it? Meep meep.
Something like that. She really likes the show.
That's surprising.
That's one of the only shows that we actually follow devoutly.
You know, it's kind of weird because this show is very male-oriented, if you will, like from its how its subject matter and how the main character. But yeah, it does make sense that some ladies will watch the show because he's a fucking hunk of beef, right? He's
that's what I'm saying. He's eye candy for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And the ride on it, you know, it's like you had a scene in the third episode now where the woman, he goes like, in his underwear, and the woman sees him, she's like, damn.
God damn, yeah. It's been like...
and my wife was like, God damn.
Yeah, it's two episodes in and he's already been naked like 3 times, I feel like.
Bro, he met this character, 2 seconds they're talking, and I look at my wife, she looks at me, I'm like, okay, what episode are they fucking?
But I will say this, props to the actor who seems to be doing a lot of the stunts by himself. At least from what it seems like. It's very well made. There's like a part where he needs to come out of a window. Even before that, he climbs into a room. And you see the whole process of him climbing. Yep. And you can see very obviously that it's him doing it.
No, but he really is a hunk of beef.
Yes, but still, come on.
I was surprised they found an actor that was bigger than him for the other actor.
What I'm saying is it's a very physical role. He's doing actually a lot of the stunts. And that one makes me respect it because it's not just muscles for show. You know what I'm saying? He's actually using his body and they're letting him do a lot of stunts in front of the camera. You can obviously see it's him. You can see him swimming. You can see him climbing. You can see him
fucking.
It's not as common as you might think. So many actors use stunts to do stuntmen to do a lot of what he's doing in that show. They could obviously shoot it from behind, and just use a stunt.
I know.
And they're not doing it. And in this season in particular, in the first 3 episodes, I've noticed that a lot. And this guy is like, by the way, he's not like a young buck. He's like 45, something like that. So dude is in good shape, doing a lot of stunt work by himself. It's very respectable. The acting, you know, he's doing what he's supposed to do as Jack Reacher.
He's not bad.
Is it Jack? What's his first name? Reacher's Jack Reacher, right? Yeah. I mean, he's doing his job. He's doing just enough to convey the character. He's not gonna win any awards for his acting in this fucking show, but the show is very. It reminds me of Avowed that we just talked about. It knows who his audience are. It knows exactly what it's giving you. It's giving you a short, compact, relatively compact season.
It's giving you good suspense mixed with non-stop action. Non-stop action and twists.
And it doesn't take itself too serious. And the show doesn't take itself too seriously. And it doesn't, there's a lot of humor in it.
Yeah.
And a lot of black humor because he's a very violent guy.
Yeah.
There's some parts that made me laugh.
So the first episode, like the second you start watching it, until the end, when the final scene, you get the same feeling that we got, where it's like something is off.
Yes. Yes. Be careful what you're saying right now.
This whole thing is completely different to how the character was portrayed until now.
Yes.
Everything was reversed.
Okay, so before you say that, I'm going to connect this to season 2. First of all, season 1 was great. Probably most of chances it will be the best season of this show.
I don't know. 3 is starting good.
It's okay. It's starting good, yes, but we'll see how it develops. There's 7 more episodes.
Look, nothing dropped me from my chair. Like lots of the plot twists I foresaw in advance. They were obvious.
Yeah, but what I'm saying about season 1, it was great. The supporting actors were great. The sheriff, the black sheriff, the woman, the cop woman, she was great. That actress was great.
Characters had depth, yes.
Yeah, the writing was decent. It was pretty fucking accurate to the book, to the same book. I talked to...
this show is much more...
BZR, by the way, read the books or listened to them in audiobooks, and he said that the first season is pretty close to the book, but he said that the third season isn't very close to the book so far. He said that they changed a bunch of characters, stuff like that. I told him, listen, I judge it as a TV show because I only read one of the books, and it wasn't based on one of those seasons.
Or the movies?
What?
And the
Or the movies, no. It was one of the later ones that
Right.
came out later. I read them while I was in a trip to Africa.
Wine country.
Yeah. Anyways, the first season was great. It really came out of nowhere and surprised everyone, but how good it was. And the second season, for me, at least, I know you don't feel the same, but for me and for BZR, by the way, and for many others, judging by the online reviews, has been a huge disappointment. It was like comparing it to the first season,
Yeah.
it was a huge disappointment.
This I agree. It was
Yeah.
weaker than the first.
Yeah, much weaker. I think mostly because they chose the wrong book to focus on, because this seems like this is also one of the weakest books. But by what I read online and by what I talked to BZR.
I think they went for that because they wanted to give more background about his unit and the
but he's the best. He shines the best when he comes into a new town where no one knows him
and no one likes
and
him.
He's alone.
He always gives the bad vibe.
Yeah. I mean, he's a bit of an asshole for sure. And
he's a hobo, and people don't like hobos.
Yeah, he's an asshole. He's a hobo asshole, but with a heart of gold, if you will. And in the end, he always does. He always does the right thing, but he has very violent ways of doing the right thing. Let's just say that.
Sure, it's violent, but I would say he just has a very direct way of...
He solves 90% of his problems with brute force, and I appreciate
exactly, that's what
I appreciate that. I like how simple it is for him, He lives life in a very simple life.
You need to look at it in a very practical way. He just realized this gets the best results.
Yes. He's very practical.
Exactly, he's very practical. He doesn't do it because he likes the violence. You can see in his character that he's not the person who likes the violence. It's not something that...
I don't know about that.
He doesn't love it. It's not something that he looks for. But he knows it's practical and it gets the job done. And that's why he does it. It's
I don't know. I always get the sense that some part of him definitely enjoys the final. At least, you know what? I don't know if it's in the books like this.
Look at how they portrayed his childhood.
What do you mean?
He would always get dragged into the fights.
Right. Yeah. No, he doesn't
take shit from anyone, okay? Yes, of course.
But he does result in violence very fast in most cases.
Yes, he has a short fuse.
Yes, very short fuse. For sure. But don't get me wrong, he's still a very cerebral guy. He's very smart, obviously. That's why he was like
That's what I'm saying, he's analytic.
Yes.
He gets into a fight, but he decides to get into a fight.
Yes. Anyways, the third season seems to be picking up back again to the quality. I won't say quite as good as the first season, but it's definitely better than the second season, at least from the first 3 episodes. For me, again.
No, they're strong. Yeah.
It seems decent.
It's a strong start.
A lot of stuff happens very fast. Like things happen very fast.
That's why I said non-stop action. That's what I mean. It goes from twist to plot change to update, and you don't get a lot of quiet time.
Yeah, we'll see how it continues. I hope the next few episodes keep the same quality and doesn't drop too much. But anything else you want to say about Reacher?
No, I think I'm enjoying it. It's good.
Yeah, so am I. All right, let's get back into gaming. KCD 2, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Probably might be this year's Baldur's Gate 3, if you will. Like 2023 was Baldur's Gate year, where it dominated everything. I think this year is going to be KCD's turn to dominate everything.
It's also breaking ceilings. It's also
it's breaking records. Yes. It's breaking records. There's nearly 250,000 concurrent players on Steam at some point, which is crazy for a single player game, especially a pretty niche. Used to be. The first game is very niche. So this is a huge.
And the company is not huge.
No.
It's a small company.
They started small. They did grow a lot in the
hundreds of workers is not a big company.
Yeah, they're not considered like a proper AAA company. They're a AA company, I'd say.
Yeah.
But this game has a lot of AAA sensibilities to it because it's very holy shit, bro. The sound, the dialogue, the voice acting, it's all fuck that. It's quadruple A. Quality, okay? It's actually uncynically quadruple A quality. Really, it's so good. The jankiness.
How long have you played?
I invested like 30 hours in it.
How's the optimization?
Okay, so the optimization is very good on the surface level. I will say this. Most chances that you won't have issues with this game, especially if you play with the correct settings. However, there is an issue, and I don't know why there's not more people talking about this. There's some sort of a memory leak issue where the longer you play, the performance degrades over time. And the VRAM, if you use something like RTSS to follow your stuff, what's going on with your GPU and stuff like that, and your CPU, then you can see that the VRAM keeps getting filled up. Every time you open up the menu or the map or the inventory, there's like 200 to 300 mega of VRAM getting filled up and not getting cleared when you open up, when you close it up. So there's some error there, some issue that they need to fix, because that shit will make you have to restart the game. Like, depending on how heavy you play it, the heavier your graphical options, the faster this will happen. If you play it like me on Ultra, everything on Ultra, then it will happen after 60 minutes, especially if you visit heavy places like a town with a lot of NPCs, stuff like that. The assets load faster, and it overflows the VRAM and it starts working bad. You can tell by the GPU usage starting to drop and your FPS obviously starting to drop.
You're saying why more people are not talking about it? Maybe it's not happening so much across the board.
I've seen a bunch of people who have this issue, so I know for a fact. There is the thing that maybe not everyone notices it because it takes a while before it starts taking effect.
A toll.
Sorry?
Taking a toll, yeah.
Taking a toll, exactly. Or it could be because a lot of people maybe are not playing for a lot of hours I imagine most of the audience playing this game are adults with jobs and responsibilities. So they might not be able to play for like a bunch of hours without restarting anyway, right?
Or they just have a sleep.
Yeah, like, exactly. And for me, it's happening relatively fast. Could be something on my end. I doubt it because it doesn't happen to me in any other game. And
you're also very sensitive to the performance.
I am. That's true. I am very sensitive to performance. That's almost like an issue for me. Sometimes it hurts my enjoyment of games.
Are you so sensitive to performance in the SAC as well?
Anyways, yeah, I mean, this is a small thing. It is my only really big issue with the game right now. That thing that happens, and that you can easily fix it by just restarting it. The game loads up pretty fast. It's no big deal. Okay? The game itself is absolutely marvelous, man. It deserves...
You're okay with the combat now and the jankiness?
Yes.
And
listen, it's
the
still...
movement?
No, it's still janky. There's still some jankiness. You'll still run into weird invisible walls that seems like shouldn't be there. Like, you won't be able to jump on some places that seem very logical that you should be able to jump on. Instead, you like get stuck in an invisible wall and fall down. The Euro jank is still there. It isn't as blatant as in the first game, and there are no immersive game-breaking bugs like in the first game when I played it. That made me literally abandon it after 20 minutes. This game doesn't have that problem at all. It is a bit slow to start. Like, it's a lot of cinematics and talking in the first few hours. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, they always start.
Yeah, but it's all very interesting, right? If you enjoy the vibe and you enjoy the characters and if you know what happened in the first game, and which I did like a sum up of it, a recap of it, then it's great. But just know that it's a very slow starting the game. But when it starts to open up, it's fucking amazing. And it's extremely immersive, just like you think it is. And
how large is the map?
Listen, the map is not that big, but from what I understand, it's like sections that open up. So it's probably a lot bigger than I think it is. The first section that I'm playing it's not huge, but there's so much to do. There's so much to do, man. Don't worry.
So lots of the stuff you do with Henry, because you play Henry, right?
Sorry?
You play Henry.
Yeah, of course. The same character from the first movie.
Yeah. Game. So in the first game, you learn how to read and how to write and how to fight and how to ride and all kinds of things. So when you start the game now with Henry, he already knows all the stuff?
Yeah. You start at level 5 or 6. You're not from level 1. So
but he's already literate, for example?
Yeah, no, he can read.
Yeah.
And they even talk about it. He can read because it's quite rare, right? He's a nobleman. He's a son of a noble person, right?
He's a bastard of a noble.
Oh, yes, but he knows how to read, yeah? He knows how to read. He knows how to fight in a basic manner.
Okay.
And yeah, they managed to make it all seem quite natural. It's actually good because I feel like it makes the barrier to entry for new players who haven't played the first game, like me, a lot easier. When your character is not a complete another incompetent fuckwad who doesn't know how to do anything.
He was, bro. He was a stuck-up peasant son.
It's almost
blacksmith.
Yes, and a lot of people when they started playing the game, it frustrated them because it's too much for them. It was too realistic. I mean, come on! I can't even read. I can't even do shit. I can't fight in the most basic manner. I can do nothing.
Can't even use my fist.
Yeah.
Probably.
So in here, the character is a lot more established already.
Yeah.
And even has like his backstory is more interesting now. He has like he's rolling around with noble people.
Yeah.
So it makes you feel already a lot more established right off the bat, and that's a good thing because it makes the game more accessible for new players. That being said, you're still a little bitch when you start off, and most people will fuck your shit up rather easy. But that's mostly because you don't have the right gear, and you need to get like new perks and all that good shit.
You're playing in the big leagues now.
Yes, exactly, and yeah.
Isn't that fight scene that we've seen in the videos in the beginning, like that siege thing? That we left.
Yeah. That happens in the relatively early in the game for sure. Right. Yes, that's again that scene. The whole scene is pretty fucking janky.
It's all scripted.
Yeah, it's just the movement in this game reminds me very much of Skyrim games. Like it's very like
low blow.
It's kind of sluggish. It is. That's probably the worst part of the aspect of the game, like the animation and the movement of the character. It's all janky and weird. The rain effect in this game
is Unreal 5?
No, of course not.
What is
it's CryEngine.
CryEngine?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Anyways, the rain effects is some of the worst I've ever seen.
we discussed this in our video.
I'm actually shocked by the rain effects in the game. When you sit in the game, it's shocking how bad it is.
We had a whole conversation about the rain effects.
Yeah, it looks like it's paint dropping down, and it seems like it's only around your character. Wherever it seems like there's a
cloud only
above your Henry following you around. They need to fix that shit, bro. It's kind of the sound of the rain is amazing. The thunder and the sound, it's really all the sound assets in the game are very
cool. That's very immersive.
Yes, but they need to fix that shit. It's kind of immersion breaking.
Just don't look at it.
Yeah. By the way, it's mostly noticed in the night. In the daytime, it isn't as bad. The drops don't look as bad from whatever reason. At night, they're like, it's terrible. Yeah, but and there's a few bugs here and there of the,
Someone made you for stealing the clothes yet?
No, but there are a few bugs here and there. I did notice a few bugs. It's nothing worth mentioning because the overall experience is very positive. The game is very, very good.
Yes, I've read and heard only good things.
Yes. This is a game you have to play for sure, 100%.
Oh, I'm gonna play it 110%.
Oh yeah, I if you guys enjoy RPGs in general, even though it's a very realistic, historically accurate RPG with, I'd say, a relatively. This one is not as bad as the first one, not even close, but relatively hard to get into for the first few hours. The learning curve is relatively high. Once you get over those first few hours, the game will open up and you will be having the time of your life. 100%.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's move on to some.
By the way, that's part of why I haven't played a lot of Avowed, because I had an hour with it, but after optimization, I spent like 30 minutes for character creation.
I get it.
to make a hot girl.
I actually appreciate that about KCD. There is no character creation. You just start the
game.
Oh yeah,
you just start the game.
I fucking like that. I'm not one of those character creation crazies. I really
want to make a hot girl.
I usually press random a bunch of times till something that I like appears, and then I move. Let's get into the game. Come on, get me into the fucking game. That's how I am.
No, give me a good ass to look at.
Bro, I know a lot of people who spend hours on the fucking character creation in games. Oh, by the way, speaking about spending hours, in KCD 2, before we move on, things like alchemy and blacksmithing, two things that I'm doing a lot of, bruh. You can spend literal hours, just days, just doing that, without playing anything else.
It's a mini game of its own.
Yeah, it's very fun. It's very fun. The blacksmithing, I love it.
That wasn't in the first.
It's almost therapeutic. It's like something you can do while listening to a podcast in the background. It's crazy.
This podcast.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's move on to some news items, which, by the way, are connected right to the subject we talked about, to KCD2. Kingdom Come Deliverance. When we're recording this right now, it's 2.5 weeks since it came out about?
Yeah, it came out in the beginning of February. This is the end of February.
So yeah, in 2 weeks since it came out, it sold 2 million units already, which is amazing for a single-player game. Especially, again, from a single-player game that is a sequel to a very, very niche game.
Really, I mean, they broke in the first weekend the top 50 all-time concurrent players on Steam.
Yes.
More than 250,000.
Which is amazing.
And a boss in Warhol Studios said something like they made back all the money they put on the game in, 2 days?
Yeah, but why did he say that? He said that because there's a reason he said that.
Yeah.
He wasn't saying that to brag.
Something he heard.
Yeah, he heard someone from...
A different company. A different publisher.
So...
Yeah.
So basically, Android Wilson, the CEO of EA Games, all right?
The pearls of wisdom that come out of this man.
Yeah, so he's claiming this fucking genius. This one of the...
This AI of a person.
Top 20, top fortune guy, right? He makes so much money, this dude. Probably has like 5 yachts out there. This dude came out and said that the reason the Vilgard, Dragon Age the Failguard, failed is because it didn't have enough live service elements in it. He said that out loud.
With intent.
With intent. He meant what he said.
So
wait, before you tear him a new asshole, the CEO of Warhol Studios heard that and said what you said.
He said, "Oh, you mean that we've made all the money that we spent on this game in 2 days and this is a single-player experience RPG? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
We spent 5 to 6 years developing this game and we made all that money back in 2 fucking...
days.
2 days. Which is fucking ridiculous if you think about it. Yeah, he said...
No, in 1 day.
Oh, really? In 1 day?
In 1 day.
That's even worse. So that was in response to... yeah, so that was in response to Android Wilson. Let us know what you think about that, friend. Let us...
What a fucking tool! I mean... So it's not the bad writing. No. It's not the woke shit shoved down your throat. No. It's not that they took something that was known for some things, a franchise that was known for a few key points, and threw all that in the trash, plus all the choices that people made in the past, something that was concurrent in their games, like, oh, what were their choices so we know which part of the story you want to continue living? No. All that doesn't matter anymore. It's not any of those.
No, it's not the horrible writing, terrible...
Not the what do you call it? The protection they put around it for babies, the baby protection. No.
The sterile world, the fact that you basically can't even argue too much with your compatriots, with your companions.
Or just be a douche.
Yeah, I mean, the game is so fucking...
No, it's not any of those. It's not that it took years, that they went back, that they fired the most talented people that worked on these games before. It's not that they wanted a live service and then trailed back. No, it's not any of this. No.
It's not that the characters they're using characters that wouldn't act in the way they did, like Isabella, who never would have said or acted in the way she does in this game compared to the previous games. It just doesn't respect the lore at all. And it's none of those reasons. It's basically what was missing is a shop, an MTX shop. Okay, so you can buy some skins for Cassandra, and maybe some new...
daily quests.
Maybe you can buy some new nouns, or maybe you can buy some, maybe you can...
new pronouns.
Yes, you can buy some new pronouns in the pronoun shop, okay? And maybe you can, you can buy some time savers, time saver boosters, which give you more experience.
Yeah, daily quests,
yes.
General chat.
But don't worry, there will be patches every 2 weeks because it's a live service. But don't worry if the servers drop and you can't play your single player game because the servers dropped because you have to be connected online all the time because it's a live service game. It's okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry, that's the reason the game
failed. I think you're missing out on much in this game.
That's the reason this game failed, bro. That's the reason this game failed.
That tool said that what the...
You know what? No, wait. What's even more... You know what's even more aggravating about all of this shit? That the game was supposed to be a live service at some point. And you still see the DNA of a live service game in it. When you see how the combat looks like and the environments where they're basically running together in these very linear environments.
Yeah.
It looks already like it was at some point supposed to be a live service game.
Yep.
This is one of the points that deducts from the overall game. This is one of the reasons the game failed. Because it looked like almost half a live service game.
He's just listening to his crowd, All the people that have been complaining about this game on YouTube and in the media and in the forums and in the, review places in Steam, all of them have been saying the same thing. Where's all the live service elements, right?
Fucking idiot, man. What a detached piece of fucking shit this dude is. Holy fuck.
Have you seen one review message anywhere that said, where's all the live service stuff?
Bro, again, one of the main reasons it failed is because you still have live service DNA on the combat aspects and exploration aspects of
But
it.
this is classic of the CEOs.
Crazy.
They are so condescending.
Detached.
Condescending. They don't think that they don't know. They think that you don't know what you want. That you're too stupid to understand what makes you vibe, what makes you kick, and what makes you move.
That's one thing. It's not just that. It's also being completely and utterly detached from your audience and what the marketplace really wants. The only thing he's attached to is his fucking shareholders. The only thing he cares about is giving a good hand job
Is the market.
and a nice sloppy toppy for the shareholders. Because if the shareholders are happy, he's happy, and his bosses are happy,
And the yachts are happy.
yes, and the player base, the customer who pays the money,
The wallets, you mean?
secondary. All you need to do is keep the retention high. You don't need them to enjoy the game. Look at the Diablo 4. I'm pretty convinced that most people who play that game today when they finish with the single player aspect of it, they're not enjoying the game, bro. It's like it's so bad, it's so fucking soulless. This game, you can see the 1 and 0s dropping down like the Matrix when you play that game. It's so formalistic.
You can see that the two hands that are milking your what do you call that hormone in the brain that is what
Bro, I played that game. I gave it a chance every time there's a new season something.
Dopamine.
I tried to give it a chance.
Milking your dopamine.
That game is so I can't explain how empty that game feels. Even though there's players you can see running around, it's like a wasteland. I can't explain it. It's it feels like you're playing a dead game in a way. That's how soulless it is. And that's what happens when you try to force live service shit down what was supposed to be a single player experience. It never works. You're so fucking dumb. If you want to make a live service game, make it a fully live service game from the first stage up. Like,
why one? Make 35.
I mean, like Helldivers 2. Why is that game so good? Or like Marvel Rivals. Why is that game so good? Because it was designed from the very first moment to be a live service game, and it's done well. They put a lot of thought and effort into it. It's not
greedy as total shit.
Exactly. It respects your time and it respects your money. I mean, I don't know. Anyways, yeah. Fucking Andrew Wilson, bro. If we want to keep going with the theme of the terribly detached CEOs who hate your player base, Embracer is basically the publisher, which is unfortunate, of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So the Embracer, basically the main honcho in Embracer says that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 success is a reminder that they should make great games.
They should make great games.
Yes.
He made the game, right?
Yeah.
When
let it loose, baby. Let it loose. Hold nothing back.
So the thing that was emphasized from point one, because the point of this fuckwad of a publisher is behind this company, was a worry that kept surfacing up, and they were horribly trying to make the point over and over that they have complete autonomy and that Embracer have raised their hands on this and are not touching anything in this game with a 10-foot pole, except giving them money.
They're just publishing it, that's it.
Exactly, they gave money and they left. So when this terrorist organization of a publisher
we're not exaggerating at all today, bro,
is saying that this is an example of how they should be making more games when they had nothing to do with the development of this.
We're lucky he didn't say, you know what would have made KCD 2 even more successful?
Live service
elements, baby. Then that game would have made quadruple the money it made in 2 weeks.
This game missed its potential.
Yeah. Let's talk about Bobby Kotick, shall we?
Is he still in Blizzard?
No. This is why it's even more funny. He's allowing himself to say stuff that he couldn't say before. I expect we're going to see a lot more quotes from this douchebag in the near future. He's probably one of those dudes who's going to write a book about his time in fucking Blizzard, and all of the dirty laundry will come out there because he won't have anything to lose anymore. And you will probably get a lot of glimpses at how a sociopath's mind works, because the dude is a fucking sociopath. Let's see what he has to say. He says, you let us know what he says. I know how much you love Bobby Kotick, our friend, a good friend, Bobby Kotick. By the way, those who don't remember, he used to be the CEO of fucking Activision/Blizzard, basically.
Yes.
He was the overlord. He was calling the shots in Blizzard as well. Even though he wasn't their official CEO, he was calling the shots there for at least the last decade. At least. That's one of the main reasons Mike Moorhan got the fuck out of there, by the way. The actual CEO.
Of course.
Of Blizzard. Of course.
Of course.
Anyways, yeah, so let us know what Bobby Kotick said. Let's hear it.
Well, he just wanted to show the audience how much he respects them.
Right.
And keeps them in high regard, his customers and the people that made him one of the billionaires of the world, right?
Yes.
So he says that he had never have raised World of Warcraft subscription by even $1.
Oh, such a saint.
Not even $1.
Such a saint.
Because it's a prickly audience. You don't want to do too much to agitate them.
Yeah, that's the reason. Because the audience is a bunch of fucking losers who are not millionaires. And they throw a riot if I dare raise the subscription by $1. But hey,
of the most successful
MMO franchise of all time. Yes.
First and most successful.
Yes.
Well, not the first, but
yes,
most successful.
But this didn't stop them from raising the prices and making everything, pretty much everything in this game monetized. You want to change your name? Now it costs money. You want to move a server? It costs money. Yeah. You want to boost to level 80? Costs money.
That game started as a subscription only, and that's it.
Yes, exactly.
And then
they monetized everything.
Exactly.
They monetized everything.
And more live services.
Yes. And not only that, you can buy mounts for $70, $100, $120. What the actual fuck are you talking about subscriptions? Who gives a fuck? Subscription is the least of the problems in this fucking game. Holy shit, man.
The subscription is to cover the costs. Everything else is...
Bro, Blizzard today, and when I say today, I mean like in the last decade, it's been a fucking dead company. An empty, soulless, cynical company that only cares about the bottom line and couldn't give two shit. They are so creatively dead inside, bro. There's no one there. Sure, you have some talented people there, but they have no pool, right? So their creative decisions don't matter. They just do their jobs. They do what they're told, and that's it. And Microsoft buying them didn't change anything, at least not yet. It's a huge corporation, so it takes a lot of time for stuff to change. But at least for now, it seems like... Wasn't there like, oh yeah, oh my god, we have to talk about this, even though it's not even in the list. Overwatch 2. I'm sorry, Overwatch 2.
That's Overwatch.
Yeah, I mean, Overwatch 1 doesn't exist, so...
It's Overwatch!
They deleted Overwatch 1, so how is
Overwatch 2 is Overwatch 1.
Yeah, Overwatch 1.5, basically, in their infinite wisdom, in order to fight back against the heat, the amazing heat, the breakout heat, that is Marvel Rivals, that came and basically took a huge steaming pile of shit all over Blizzard and Overwatch chest, and they like it, okay?
And this thing came from them out of nowhere. It's not like anyone knows that this thing is coming out.
It didn't come out of it. It came out of China, which China has some open business, if you don't remember.
Because they removed Overwatch.
Yeah, China and Blizzard have some tension between them in the last few years. So this is even more annoying for Blizzard. They basically...
Remind me, do you remember? I think I remember. I just hope my memory doesn't betray me
you
here. Because Blizzard changed like a lot of things to keep the Chinese market. You know, they bowed to them so many times, but eventually what broke them and made them delete the game in China was when China had regulations that you had to advertise the chances of winning in loot boxes and shit.
Is that the reason?
I think I remember that's what broke them. They didn't want to show the numbers. They didn't want to show the chances.
I heard there was some very high up executive, probably Bobby Kotick, let's be honest, but we don't know for sure yet. I think this is one of those things that we'll learn in that book he'll release in a few years, which, by the way, is a complete guess by mine, but it's probably going to happen.
Jason Schreier's going to write a book about it.
You're going to learn a lot about those years where he was there. And yeah, a lot of the dirty laundry is going to come out, is what I'm saying. And I'm sure that he said something or did something that pissed off some of the high up there. Some are very high up there, and that basically ruined the relationship.
He sent Xi Jinping the Winnie the Pooh picture or something.
No. He wouldn't do anything that would risk the bottom line. It was something else. Probably something that has to do with money. I mean, come on. Anyways, whatever. What was I saying? Oh, so the Overwatch crew or Blizzard panicked when Marvel came out of nowhere and was an amazing success.
Yeah, out of nowhere, sure.
No, I mean, it did come out of nowhere. I think they knew.
Everyone knew this game is coming.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone knew how extremely successful it's going to be.
Look, I don't think you could have predicted that level of success. But not worrying as a company that holds a game like Overwatch that doesn't have any real competition in the market.
Exactly.
And a Marvel game comes out that is on the same fucking formula. If you're not worried in advance, you're an idiot.
That's not the thing. The thing is that there's so many clones. That's a terrible Overwatch clones that are failures when they come out. Blizzard always have this. They still have this air of arrogance, which they don't have the right to have anymore.
Yep.
Where they think that their shit don't stinks. Where they think that their games cannot be beat.
Oh.
When they think that no one can make a better Diablo, but you have a Path of Exile 2 coming soon, which will absolutely shit.
It's already shitting all over it.
And it's in early access still.
Exactly. And it's already shitting all over it.
And you have a Marvel Rivals taking a huge shit all over their faces with Overwatch. And soon they will have something. I'm telling you that something will come out that will shit on fucking World of Warcraft. It will happen because Blizzard stopped innovating. At all. They stopped doing it. They don't know what to do anymore. They're creatively bankrupt. And there's no one there anymore that makes the decisions, that can make the changes, that will bring them back to what they used to be, because those people left a long time ago, bro. It's not the same company it used to be. And it will never be that company.
No, it's going to slowly die.
Yes, 100%. 100%. They make most of their money.
And Activision will close.
Yes, and they make most of their money from fucking mobile games anyway. Don't give a shit. They don't give a fuck about the.
But that's King.
It doesn't matter. That's a part of the same umbrella. They're King.
Sure,
Blizzard
but
King.
it's not Blizzard.
Bro, King is the main reason Microsoft bought them, not Blizzard. Okay.
Sure.
Let's keep it 100.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying Blizzard can die off without King happening anything. So that's not going to save them.
Yes, exactly. Anyways, yeah. So they panicked. And one of the changes they made in order to combat the great success of Marvel and maybe bring some players back to them, is bring back loot boxes.
They had a chat with Andrew Wilson. More live service elements, guys! That's what you're missing! More live service elements!
Now, I should mention that Marvel Rivals doesn't have loot boxes.
No.
So
all time paid things, you know.
I mean, I feel like they're a bit cheap in the way they do the monetization part. As in, you don't get enough for the time you invest when it comes to stuff that you can buy skins with, right? The currency you can buy skins with. You earn it pretty fucking slow, in my opinion. Yeah. And you level up pretty slow as well. Your character, your portrait, whatever, your profile levels up pretty slow as well. I feel like the whole thing they should increase it a little bit. But other than that, they are pretty generous with what they do and what you get with this game. This game is amazing for what you get for a free-to-play game. It's actually ridiculous what you get with this game. Yes, there is no FOMO with the Battle Pass system. Yeah. I think the Battle Pass system is not amazing for what you get for what you pay, I gotta say. But it's compared to other live service games, it's pretty fucking good. And compared to Blizzard games, Overwatch, and everything else, their prices are ridiculous. Their prices are they're high on their own fucking supply, bro. Yeah. But it's working for them because they're
milking the whales because they know they're going down.
Their whales are basically keeping them afloat when it comes to the PC part of their business. To be honest, they also put some other stuff back into they put a third person aspect to the game now.
Sure.
You can play it in third person because Marvel Rivals is basically in third person, which is smart if you think about it. Because you see the hero you're playing, and it adds to the immersion of playing a Marvel character.
Wasn't it always third? No, it was first person.
No,
but on
Overwatch was always first person.
No, but it also had stuff that was third.
Maybe some of the animations, like when you do like an emote. So
right.
Yeah, but that's some bullshit. That's not
because I remember seeing the skins of the characters.
When you do emotes, but it's not as effective. The main reason they did this is so people can see the skins, and then they'll want to pay more for the loot boxes, the newly introduced loot boxes. They also put some other changes there. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? Fuck that game. All right.
Yeah, that game is dead.
Marvel Rivals is so much better in every fucking possible aspect than that game, and it just proves to me that that's it. Blizzard, they're done.
Overwatch still cost money
to play,
to buy. If I don't own the game,
I'm checking.
Yeah. Go on Steam because you don't own it, right?
No. I own it. No, it's free.
Okay.
It's free. Overwatch 2 is free.
Because they used to charge money for that crap.
The first one was it?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I'll be honest. Wasn't it free to play? I'm pretty sure it was free to play right off the bat, man. Yeah, I mean, it's a live service game that was supposed to be free to play. Yeah. I think on that one you're wrong, my friend. But we can check if you want.
I seem to remember it cost money, but I'm old and confused. Old, bold, and confused. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck that.
It's not important.
Fuck that. Yeah.
Who cares about it? So, you think Harrison Ford is worried about AI stealing his work?
Why do you ask that?
I know. He looked like a worried, when he saw a human steal his soul. So
he told PC Gamer, I guess, or maybe PC Gamer took a quote of him saying it in some other venue. Yeah, more likely to be honest. I don't think he got interviewed by PC Gamer. Can you imagine an 80-year-old Harrison Ford getting? Can you imagine the call? Hello, sir, Mr. Ford. This is from PC Gamer. I don't care. Fuck. Really?
PC who? Fuck off.
I don't give a shit. Unless you give me money, fuck off. This dude earned his right to be a grumpy old man, okay? And he's a fucking legend. And he said basically that Troy Baker did such an amazing job in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Which, by the way, since our last podcast, I finished playing finally. I finally fucking finished the game. I took my sweet ass time with it. Yeah. Great game.
We're gonna publish a video about it. He's gonna talk all about it.
Yeah, it's a great game. Basically, he said that he is not very worried about AI actors because
real actors are doing a better job in stealing his soul.
Yeah, Troy Baker did an amazing job of stealing his soul as Indiana Jones.
Bro, the guy sells it fucking well.
Yeah, he does an amazing job. It really is great voice acting, and I don't think an AI could have done that, at least not yet. Talk to me in 2 years from now. Yeah, he should be worried about all voice actors should be very worried about AI, period.
I think a week after we publish this, you're gonna get a link in the comments to go see a video of AI doing this better.
Yeah, probably. One more subject I want to bring up before we call it an episode. Jason Schreier, your good friend and mine.
You sound like something from the Peppa Pig show. Your friend and mine.
Exactly.
Why do I know kids shows?
He gave an update about another subject we covered a long time ago in this channel.
Oh, something we predicted and
another prediction that is going to come true, like most of them that we make in this channel. Basically, Rocksteady, which is owned by Warner Brothers Games, they're in big trouble. No surprise there. Suicide Squad is a complete another failure. It's after 4 seasons, it's closing its servers, by the way.
Yeah, a game that cost hundreds of millions of
dollars. By the way, they're not killing it completely. They're just making it finally an offline game. So you're going to play a live service game
by yourself.
It's basically a dead service game now. But you can still play it, the dead service game.
You know that it's actually called Kill the Justice League, but you only get to kill one character of Justice League?
It should be called Kill the Life Service League. Anyways, yeah, Jason Schreier says that he's basically a gaming journalistic investigator.
Yep.
And he's very good at his job. And he's saying that Rocksteady are working on a new Batman game, Batman, but that is very, very long away from development. It probably will never see the light of his...
Light of Life Service Day.
Yeah, it probably will never come out. Warner Brothers games are ditching probably the Wonder Woman game that they're working on right now. It doesn't seem like it's going to be completed. And there's a good chance...
They're also ditching their president.
The president of the gaming, yeah. And it seems like there's a good chance that Warner Brothers won't even survive this year.
Warner Brothers games, yeah.
Warner Brothers games, and specifically Rocksteady. Rocksteady are in big danger right now. I hope that they get sold to some other company, publisher.
Like if they pass it along.
Yeah, rather than just disintegrate them.
Yeah.
I really hope so, because there's still talented people there. I just think they got steered in the wrong way, like most of those times, most of those cases.
Always, it's bad management, always.
Anyways, yeah, I hope Rocksteady survives. It'd be very, very tragic. To this day, their Arkham series of Batman games are the best Batman games ever created. Nothing comes close. And it breaks my heart that this company...
We're not going to see another game in that series.
No.
That's it.
No, not from this company. Not from Rocksteady. Not that this...
No, they haven't sold the license. If this license dies with the company, it stays with Warner Brothers Games, and they're going to bury it.
No, they won't bury it. Batman is too hot of a property to not use. No way in hell. They'll use it in some other way. They'll sell it to someone else.
No, but the Batman Arkham series...
I agree with you about that. The whole Arkham series of games...
that one is...
That's done and dusted.
That's what I mean.
Hey, it's a legendary series of games. Okay? It has its space. It has its spot in gaming history as the games that revolutionized and invented, basically, the multi-opponent, flowy combat.
Which I enjoy.
It's great. It's always fun. Many games since then have basically copied it. Yeah. Anyways, guys, as the chopper floats over our heads, I think we're going to call it an episode.
So get to the chopper!
I feel like we covered a lot of all the subjects we wanted to today. We'll try to release it in a relatively...
No. This shit is coming out this week. Fuck that.
Oh, don't make promises you can't fucking keep, bro. We'll try and make it. We'll try to keep it to. We are trying to put it out faster from recording for sure. We put an emphasis on it. Anyways, guys, yeah, I'm Inconsistency.
I'm Werewolf.
This has been Midgame Life Crisis, episode 13 of our monthly podcast. Thanks for joining us.
See you later.
We are out.